Terrorism and polio. Terrorism, like smoking, is injurious to health, not just to the one who indulges in it, but to the people at large. Pakistan and Afghanistan are learning this lesson now. Both had bred more badmashes than their factories could make Kalishnikovs, and both are now facing a scourge that the rest of the world has got rid of, that is, the scourge of polio. All the 64 cases reported this year are from the two countries, 41 from Pakistan and 23 from Afghanistan. The numbers may look small but scary considering there are thousands of unvaccinated kids in their neighborhood. Both have one man to blame, that evil genius Osama bin Laden, whom they hosted. Afghanistan before 9 by 11 and Pakistan after 9 by 11. Ever since Jonas Salk and Albert Sabin invented two vaccines to stop the spread of polio virus, governments across the world had been administering either of them to kids. India launched a pulse polio drive in the 1990s and the land was declared polio free by 2012. No different has been the story in most countries, not in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Vast tracts of both were then ruled by gun toting guys who allowed neither the writ of the state nor the vans carrying polio vaccines to run. Yet, Pakistan, ruled by better schooled leaders and generals than the Taliban of Afghanistan, did seek to vaccinate its babies, at times daring terrorist guns and mullahs' writs. Thus, the country had partly successful vaccination drives across the lawless Northwest. Then came Bin Laden in the winter of 2001 or later, fleeing the angry Americans who were seeking revenge for his plane bombing of their trade towers. Their bombs flattened most of the Tora Bora mountain caves where he and his men had sought to hide, but the guy crawled his way into Pakistan where the generals housed him in a secret villa near their academy in Abbottabad. The guy lived there a retired life with wives, kids, grandkids, servants, and video games, but no internet, no cell phone, or any wireless device. In effect, never being in the sun or going on the air, either of which would have given him away. The blighter would have died of lack of vitamin D had not Barack Obama found him out and got him shot? How did Obama find him there? Therein lies the vaccine link. Obama's spies, not trusting the generals in khaki, disguised themselves as NGOs and hired a local doctor to fake a door to door vaccine drive in and around Abbottabad. The guy collected DNA samples from all the homes there. The CIA found one of them matching with the samples they had of the Bin Laden clan and zeroed in on the villa. The rest is history. A thrilling spy story, but one with a tragic fallout. Once it came out that a vaccinator had spied for the big bad Americans, vaccinators came to be viewed as Satan's agents and were stoned away from the mountain villages. Shahbaz Sharif's mandarins, well meaning guys, are sending vans with vials of vaccines, but most are barred into villages. Early December, they launched a house to house drive to inoculate about 44 million kids, but it hit a stone wall after militants in Khyber shot dead a vaccinator and his two police guards. The government is seeking the help of radical leaders in the province to talk sense to the guys with the Kalashnikovs. A few are said to have obliged. No house visits, they say, but kids could be brought to mosques where they could be given the drops. God bless. Thank you for listening. Both had bred more badmashes than their factories could make Kalashnikovs, and both are now facing a scourge that the rest of the world has got rid of, the scourge of polio. SCOURGE, scourge means a person or thing that causes lot of trouble or suffering. The blighter would have died of lack of vitamin D had not Barack Obama found him out and got him shot. BLAGHTGR, blighter means a person who is regarded with contempt or irritation. Shahbaz Sharif's mandarins, well meaning guys, are seeking vans with vials of vaccines, but most are barred into villages. VIALS vials means a small container, typically cylindrical and made of glass, used especially for holding liquid medicines. Early December, they launched a house to house drive to inoculate about 44 million kids. INOCULAT, inoculate means to protect a person or animal from a disease by giving him or her or it a mild form of the disease with a needle, that is vaccination. Thanks for listening.